Hello, and welcome to our playthrough of the action-adventure RPG, Final Fantasy XVI, and now let's head into our episode.
This shouldn't take long.
Well, that'll do.
It's over.
What did I take damage from? Oh. The vulture, maybe?
Stay down. Thanks, boy. All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal. You're finished, Torgal. Kill.
We line them up. They're kind of spread out. Come on. I think 3 of them is good enough.
It's over. All yours, Torgal. Stay down. Now, Torgal.
Damn! Oh, a wyvern. Oh.
To me, boy.
You know what? I gotta heal. Soon. There. I've done worse. Or better? There we go. Dodge, there's another dodge. Not getting that precision.
Nice try.
Ah, that was a parry. Oh, never mind, he's dead. Ah, I'm getting the hang of the Titan stuff. Maybe not. It's what's the word I want? Like dash move. It's block.
That should do it.
Getting the feel of its
You made short work of that lot.
abilities.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
We're gonna poke around the town, see if we can't find a
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Treasure chest or shiny or something. Really? Really nothing? Nothing. Alright, well, fine. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, there's a whole area back here. Hold on. Nothing? Oh, there we go. There's a chest. Not sure it was worth it, but sure. And there's a shiny. Okay. Yeah, they are really stingy with the loot. I think that's a knock against it. In these type of games, you want to hand out the loot like it's going out of fashion. I think that's everything. How many? Easy enough fix. Go to the dim. There we go. And now we head back to the hideaway. Yeah, I think the easiest thing to do is just head in this direction.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Yeah, nothing new there.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
What
Quick
list?
look.
There's never anything here. There's also... I never thought I'd say this. There's not enough side quests. They've given me something to track, so, like, hey, these are... Never had a problem missing them.
All right, Clive, you've all done then.
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
I'll pick around 5. What's this? Seconds. Interesting. Okay.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Side quests next. Oh. Oh, bollocks. I may not have a choice then? Because if I open this... Alright, no choice.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Rodrigue?
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it.
How hard can it be?
I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover.
Oh. So there's more to the brand than just ink.
Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the
I have to look up the brand now.
preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Okay. So this is the first hint we've gotten that it's not just like a tattoo. Removing it does something to the branding. And removing it is a 50-50 chance at dying. Okay.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolus amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
But she said near the Dragon's Eyrie. That would be the first place I check. Yeah, well, I guess it's about half and half.
Run like the wind.
Go ahead and do this.
Thanks, Gal.
Alright, I see people have survived. Hi, Cole.
Cole.
You made it.
I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
I can
You
kill
have duties to attend to here. See to the injured.
goblins.
I'll
Pshaw.
handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Little guys, big guys. Look in the wizards first. And that leaves the Gigas Bruiser.
Nice try.
Did more damage with the lightning. Oh, nope. No, bullshit. We're not dealing with this shit. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Slow.
What if I do this? Oh, that's what happened.
There's a good boy.
Ooh, almost a full level again. A bone necklace! Don't know what that's used for.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Nice. And then we head to here. Something about being near a river. Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. Literally just straight north.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Old raptor. Well, you know what that is. Oh wow! Alright, that did not do. Nice! Alright. Okay, I'm getting... I think the block is good for these little guys.
Farewell. All yours, Torvald.
Oh, didn't see him. That's my bad.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Again, didn't use anything, so back to the hideaway we go. We'll start with Harmonia, then Doris, then we'll go talk to Gal. Well, actually, we might have enough already.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
No, we're 5 short, so once we turn these in, we'll have enough for now to grab whatever that thing is we're gonna get.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence.
Ah!
Oak of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
So now we've learned the true purpose of the brand. Not only does it mark them, somehow they can trigger it to, if you disobey, you die. So that answers the question of, why haven't they rebelled? Now we know. Essentially, they have a collar around their neck that if they rebel, if they refuse orders, at any time, whoever's in control of the brand, question mark, can just trigger their death.
Failure means death. And even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Okay. Which should be, yeah, which is enough to trigger this.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours.
What is it? Cautious walk the guilty path. And not the curse workers come to my aid. I owe them my life. Nice.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
So what did we get? Increased combo damage by 5%. Again, it's hard to tell how useful that is.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us.
And that's the thing, it's not never ever commanded people. But it's that thing of plans never survive first contact with the enemy. Teach them to adapt, to overcome, to deal with things, to make their own decisions, then hope for the best. That's all you can do.
We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Oh, we leveled up. The Breath of Fire. Rising flame by 2 seconds. Ooh. Okay, now let's go talk to Gav.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command.
Cool.
His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Hi, Torgal.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Oh, his connection to
the girl from the
Jill.
Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
But why lightning and not ice powers?
Get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Phrasing.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Let's see if we can find... No, never mind. We're moving forward. Okay. Sometime later.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back. I
Ah,
promise.
that was it? Alright. I mean, absolutely nothing new, so... Dungeoneering? Is that what they call it? Okay.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour of it.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
I don't think you need to stand there, Clive.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Yeah!
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Joshua! No.
For your trouble.
Byron.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle!
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Okay. Yeah, no, I thought the guy stepping off was... And then... oh no, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Meanwhile... This is Sandbreck. Yeah.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan.
But he didn't do it, she
nor less
did.
the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
So it comes down to who his favorite son is. Me or new guy.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true.
Well, power mad.
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
What's with the flower? Anything about that flower? What is with that flower? Alright. Nothing about the flower. Alright.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Okay.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh. Okay, so there's more to that flower
Annabella's tales were true.
than just a flower.
You disappoint me, Dion.
Old fool. Okay.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing?
Let's just speak with Vivian. What? Let's go talk to
I'm
Uncle
going to find
Byron.
out.
The little
Like
ones have been up to
20 minutes
just
left.
one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
That was worth it.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canverward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Hey. Oh, speak with Otto.
Mid's finished.
Nothing new. Oh, but I did want to check something, which is
my favorite pupil.
Oh, ask about Byron.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the 7 high houses protected of Port Isolde, and your uncle knows
I heard tell
that he was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Sid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He will make a valuable ally, and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful. Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to a grand soiree here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps. Nope.
One would think.
Already did that. There we go. Ask about me.
We met under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say it was during my time at the university. I'd returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Midge crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key and been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like.
Naturally.
I insisted she leave, but Mid being Mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late-night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargain. Though I soon wished I had it, her refusal to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study, I wondered? Be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort.
Still,
our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. So I came to take refuge in your base of operations, just as she once did in mine.
Allow me to educate
right,
you.
So if we go here... Yeah, see, Sid's daughter. Daughter of Sid and student of engineering at the University of Conver. From a young age, Mid showed that, yeah. So
Thus
yes.
ends today's lesson.
So we'll talk to Otto.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The lands are on the Fang.
are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare. Who is she? An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge. You can count on us.
Alright, so, at this point, there's nothing new to do. There's no side quests I missed.
Clive. Here you go.
Ever.
Seen enough?
There's nothing here to
How
collect.
may I help you today, Clive?
We need 350. So a couple more, and we're good.
All done?
No hunts. Okay. So, I think the next part is probably, again, more story, and probably more than we have time to record. So I will call it here for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough as much as I'm enjoying playing the game. Again, it's not a 9 out of 10. It's not an 8 out of 10. It is worth the money, but if someone were to give me, again, if you were here for Larox's previous recording session, he asked me to rate it 1 out of 10, and I said a 7 out of 10. Because, like I said, it is very obvious this is the first try at an action-adventure RPG. Okay? They get the RPG part done. But they're very stingy with items. They're very stingy with loot. The combat system is pretty basic compared to other combat systems in action RPGs. And the itemization is very basic. So it's very clearly a first attempt. And I never thought I'd say this. A few more side quests here and there, not the worst. But yeah, again, 7 out of 10. But again, is it worth the money? Yes. But nothing wrong with waiting till it goes on sale. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me save real quick, and we will pick it up from here next time. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, today's broadcast was brought to you by viewers like you, so thank you very much for your support. Whatever form that support comes in, it is truly appreciated. Feel free to like, subscribe, or comment, all that jazz. Even better, check out other playthroughs and videos I've done. Best is come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday. Thank you very much for joining me, and until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. Hello, this is Gohan the Chichilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or, even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.